So good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is Denzomos, and I welcome you to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. For those that are just coming in and you're just logging in, and somehow narcissism resonates with you, I encourage you to join our community of empaths, like our page, share and subscribe. And of course, that is if narcissism resonates with you. You may be an empath, and as well, narcissism resonates with you. And for those who have always been with me, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your continued love and support. Guys, there's a stadium behind here. I came out for a walk. Let me show you around. I'm at the back side of the stadium, but for the ones of you who are football lovers, I would like in the comment section below if you can guess what stadium is that. And I'm going to definitely respond to your comments. If you can guess where I am and what stadium is that actually behind me, I could give you a hint. There's a lot of red colors on it. So if you can guess that stadium, I'll answer that in the section below. I'll get back to you in that comment section below. So as I was having the walk today, I thought about we could discuss something very shortly, for a couple of minutes. And the thing I wanted us to talk about was the narcissists. The narcissists are insatiable. So by this, what I mean is that there is nothing you can do actually that can satisfy a narcissist. You see, before you figure these things out before you figure these guys out, you might have been that individual who has tried everything. You have exploited everything. You have tried all avenues to make sure that you try to satisfy those individuals that you've been dating in whichever way you can. And for some reason, you've noticed that actually it is almost impossible. You see, for narcissists, what happens is that the narcissists don't have a soul. I've always mentioned it in my videos, and I'll always repeat that in my videos. I will say it again and again. These individuals, they are soulless. They are empty beings. They don't have a soul. Or even then, they could have a soul, but it's a dead one. It's an empty one. There is nothing there. So basically, what it is that when you're trying to fill up somebody without a soul, you can run that race for the end of time, until the end of time. So you can run that race forever. If you're trying to actually satisfy somebody without a soul, that is the kind of race you can run forever, and that race will never finish. I can guarantee you that, because I've done that before for the last 7 years. I couldn't manage, and at the end of the day, things ended up badly, and we had to go separate ways. By this, what I'm trying to say is that for the most of you who have been with these individuals, you have noticed that whatever it is you're doing, it is not enough. You might have proposed that, okay, so let's go for shopping. Let's go for... It could be anything. It could be shopping. It could be shopping of any sorts. It could be a grocery shopping. It could be a shopping at the malls. Maybe you're going to buy clothes or whatever, shoes or whatever. It doesn't matter whatever it is you're going to buy with these individuals. You can go to the city center. You can shop for them, and it will look as if actually these individuals, they want to carry the whole store with them back home. So basically what it is, you enter the supermarket, you'll give them a trolley. You have got a plan. You have got the whole setup of whatever it is you want to buy from that store. Those individuals are going to end up actually carrying the whole... They want to enter the shop and carry along with them all the things in that grocery store, or even if it is a clothing store, they want to actually carry as much clothes as they can, as many shoes as they can. These individuals, it looks as if they can never get satisfied. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. When you enter a supermarket, a shop, a grocery store, whatever it is, with a narcissist, you cannot actually ever. It may happen for that particular day. It will look like that. They will convince you they have enough. You'll buy for them the first shoe, they'll ask for the second one. You'll buy for them the second one, they ask for the third one. You'll buy for them the first car, they'll ask you for the next car. You'll buy for them the second one, they ask you for the third one. So this is a continuous race that actually never seems to stop. You can always find yourself very, very exhausted trying to satisfy a narcissist. It does not matter what you buy for them, individual people. You can never satisfy these individuals, because these individuals, they are naturally insatiable. You cannot fill up an empty soul. You cannot fill up an empty being, because whatever it is they are taking from you, it is going out from the other side. They can only cherish that part of whatever it is you've given them, you've offered them for that matter, and it is just going to take a couple of days or couple of weeks later down the road, and they're going to ask you for the next one. So you cannot satisfy these individuals for whatever reason. It does not matter who you are, how much money you have, and that is the reason why you see most of these narcissists, especially for the ones of you who live in the United States, you know a lot of these Hollywood stars, Hollywood celebrities, they have usually ended up with narcissists, because most of the cases, those people who are successful, they are the biggest targets of narcissists. So usually the narcissists, they are coming in because they are being sucked in because of the wealth. Most of those individuals who are like Hollywood stars or celebrities, musicians, whatever artists, when the narcissist spots you that you have got a lot to offer, they are going to slide in as quickly as they can. Usually it's just because of the money. So they will come in, drain you of all your finances. Even sometimes they will notice that actually you're running broke, then they're ready to go. And at the time when they're ready to go, you've heard about those biggest Hollywood breakups and divorces in the music and that industry. You've seen those divorces actually ending up in disaster, whereby people have had to pay very, very huge amounts of money for settlement. So all you have to understand is that these individuals, they're everywhere. They're on the move, but the only thing is, guys, you have got to know how to protect yourself. You have got to know how to decipher. You need to read the signs. You have got to see the signs. And you have got to understand that actually, before you commit yourself with somebody in a very long-term committed relationship, you should always make sure you have actually figured these individuals. What exactly are you getting into, and who are you trying to date for this matter? So it's very, very important to protect yourself. It does not matter, people, if you have been with a narcissist, it does not matter what you give them. You can give them your world, you can give them the best sex in the world, it will not be enough. So at the end of the day, they will ask you, maybe they need to bring in a third party, but maybe they'll even ask you actually for a threesome. For the most of you who have been with these individuals, you've had them asking you for threesomes, asking you for foursomes, because they cannot have enough sex. There is no amount of sex you can provide to a narcissist that is enough for them. That is the reason why you see the most of the cases, if they cannot actually confront you for a threesome or a foursome, they are going to go out and actually cheat on you, because they cannot have enough sex. There is no amount of sex you can give them that is enough for them. And for them, it does not matter. Some of them, they're even secretly gay. So at the end of the day, you are sleeping with them, but at the end of the day, behind closed doors, they are gay. So at the end of the day, they are sneaking out and going actually and sleeping with somebody of the same sex, secretly, without you knowing it. So basically, it does not matter what you offer them. They will ask you. You can buy them the best phone. You can buy them the recent phone in the world. They're going to ask you for the next one. You buy the next one, they're going to ask you for the third one. They will want to see 3-4 cars in their compound. They want to see in their handbags, they are carrying 2-3 mobile phones. They want to see in their closet, they are carrying 200 pairs of shoes. They want to see in their closet, they have 300 pairs of dresses and whatever. These individuals, you cannot, for whichever reason, satisfy them. If you're an empath, actually, that's why most of the cases you found that the empaths, because you are trying to satisfy a person that is insatiable, we end up getting drained, because at the end of the day, we are wondering, where has all the energy gone? Because you are sitting down with somebody, buying for them everything, giving them the best meal, giving them the best sex, taking them to the best spots, for the best restaurants in town. You can do whatever it is you can, people, for a narcissist. You cannot satisfy these individuals, because you're satisfying somebody who is hollow. So whatever it is you're pouring into them is getting out from the other side. Whatever it is you pour into those individuals, it does not stick with them. It usually gets out from the other side, and you can never satisfy these individuals. So for the ones of you who are probably, because I think most of you in these videos, you are just coming out here for information. You want to know exactly, are you dealing with an narc, or maybe you want to know who exactly are you dealing with. You want to know how to understand, how to read the signs, how to understand the red flags, to read the signs. So if you haven't yet known already, and you see somebody you are dating, actually this should be taken as a red flag, people. If you have somebody you're dating, and for some reason you feel that you cannot give them whatever it is they want, you can give them some, but at the end of the day, they are not satisfied. They can never get satisfied with whatever it is you have got to offer to them. This is a red flag, people. You are definitely most likely dealing with a narc. So those individuals, maybe you know it or you don't know it already, you are probably sleeping or even dealing with a narcissist. And you may want to get more information and actually consider your options, because at the end of the day, you may not want to end up like the rest of us who have stepped therein, gotten out drained, and at the end of the day, we've lost everything about ourselves. So people, before I finish this video, I would like to say something very quickly, people. Empaths, you have always got to speak your truth. The truth shall set you free, people. I've understood this along my journey, and I've realized that actually it is the number one thing that actually has helped me along my healing journey. You have got to always speak your truth. When you have got something you've got to share, if you have got an experience you want to share with the world, you should always speak your truth. Because it is actually your truth. By speaking your truth, you get closer to your life purpose. You get closer to purpose because you are standing in your authenticity, and actually you are able to help other individuals. And remember, when you help somebody, that somebody also will help somebody. And the cycle will go on and on and on. At the end of the day, we are going to save a lot of people and make the world a better place. So for the most of you who are sitting back home and contemplating if you need to help, you need to start sharing and helping people. People, please take your time. But at the end of the day, I still encourage you. I've always done this in my videos. Step out, people. Stand in your truth. Speak your authenticity. Be authentic and speak your truth. Because by doing that, you're helping a soul to help a soul. And at the end of the day, we're going to be able to set a lot of people free. So, other than that, people, let me know if you're that kind of person, if you're that kind of the empath who has been trying very hard, doing everything you can to try to satisfy somebody who cannot get satisfied. I want to know in the comment section below if I'm talking to you. Other than that, people, it's been a lovely day to have you guys on board. Much love and blessings. There's more signing out, and I will catch you soon.